Good afternoon. I will be doing a class on managing your image and building your brand through social media.
Many celebrities have hired reputation or image managers that help them with the way that they present themselves to the public eye. Many employers partake in social screening, and they are actually less likely to forgive inappropriate posts on social media than our peers would be. Social media does promote personal branding. This allows people to build their own reputation or brand before someone else does it for them. Some ways that you can improve your personal branding is consistency and keeping the same profile picture across all of your social media platforms. You can also use an identifier for your username. For example, as in the textbook, it stated using your middle initial. You can also use the same color schemes across all of your platforms. Some things that employers do look for are your creativity on your social media, as well as that the background information that they're gathering from your account matches the personal qualifications, and they're also looking to make sure that you have a professional image. Irving Goffman discovered the self-presentation theory. He said that we are constantly acting out our roles and place in society to gain favorable impressions and avoid embarrassment. He is saying that the impression a person gives is more controllable than the impression that you try to manage through the way that you dress, speak, and behave. The impression a person gives off is less controllable. This is formed by others and is based on our gender, our accent, etc. This is how stereotypes are made. People develop stereotypes due to their prior experiences of people who fit a certain description. For example, a stereotype that I have that's very common is that I'm an only child. So many people think that I grew up very selfish and bratty, which isn't a good stereotype to have. But people tend to assume these things without getting to know me. So no, it's not who I am, but the stereotype makes it out to be like that. Implicit bias is an unfounded belief about a person based on their age, gender, race, ethnicity, and so on. I put little clip art pictures on this slide because we believe that peanut butter and jelly go together. That's something that we're always taught about. I also put toast and avocado because those are always supposed to go to as well. But I got the idea from the peanut butter and jelly from a YouTube video that was talked about in the textbook called Peanut Butter, Jelly, and Racism that went viral during the George Floyd incident. Implicit bias and self-presentation theory both relate to social media because people try to keep a certain reputation through their posts. For example, you always see the "I'm so quirky" posts, and then they also can get labeled as a certain stereotype. For example, people may start to label them as an annoying or anything else. Permissive character. This is the impression that we are trying to manage so that others will think of us in a particular way. When our permissive character is false, it can cause definitional disruptions. So on this slide, I put a picture of Hannah Montana and Miley Cyrus because for the longest time when she was playing Hannah Montana, many people took her TV show character as who she really was. But then as you can see in the picture, she tried to break out of that and become who she actually was, which caused definitional disruptions. I also put a picture of Jeanette McCurdy from iCarly. She played Sam Puckett. She made herself out to be someone who she was not. She did not like acting, but she portrayed herself and gave the impression to many people across the world that she loved acting, but it was not who she was at all. An example from the text, which was found on page 95, was when you go to a party and you don't want to be there. You may appear like you're having fun, but in reality you're not, because that's not who you are. Definitional disruptions is when the image that we have of someone by our impressions is proven wrong. This is usually done by something that they said or some sort of action that revealed that this is not who they actually are. This can also be caused by racist, homophobic, or sexist remarks. This can also cause a group of people to boycott someone due to the inappropriate posts or behaviors, causing cancel culture. In this slide, I put a couple of pictures of people who have been a part of cancel culture. For example, I put Morgan Wallen. He is a very well-known country singer, but there was a video leaked of him saying the N-word. Or I put Paula Deen. She was a very well-known American cook, but there was a video leaked of her saying the N-word as well. I also put James Charles in here because he has been affected by cancel culture numerous times. One example was a couple years ago, there was supposedly messages leaked of him texting straight men, like flirting with them and sending inappropriate messages. Thank you for watching my class on how to manage your brand through social media. And these are the resources that I used.